words of wisdom with prayer. Now the world is in confusion, but the sun also arises. May El Cantare be with you. So good morning. Today's words of wisdom is, self-pity is poisonous. Decide that happiness is what you want. So self-pity, does this word sound familiar to you? For me, self-pity is the word that makes me very uncomfortable. Uncomfortable in a way that makes me irritated. And I really don't like this word, especially self-pity, because it's not a happy word. It doesn't make me feel uplifted, and it looks like the life I'm living now is in a miserable state of mind. So it's not cool. I don't like it. However, I was very fortunate and lucky that a close friend of mine strongly and straightforwardly pointed out to me, like, you have a tendency of feeling self-pity, and that is very unattractive, and that you must and you should change your way of change the way of your tendency. And that really struck me, and it was really shocking, and at the same time I was very embarrassed, because I hated the word self-pity, and I really didn't want to be pointed out, and I didn't want to admit myself that I have such an aspect. So like myself, I feel that many people may be suffering or may not even be aware of that you have self-pity. So I want to share some of the points and how self-pity is unattractive and leads to unhappiness. So for example, are you acting like a drama queen? Well, this is one point. Do you think I am unhappy because I have this illness, or the environment resulted me in my present situation, or if only that had not happened, if only things had been different? When something negative happens to you, do you call or tell your friends how pity situation you are in now and seek for your friends' comfort and sympathy? You can be relieved for some certain time, but within a few hours, few days, few weeks, you start to hold the same anxiety again. And that is because the core part of your wound or the way of thinking hasn't changed at all. So you undergo the same circle again and again and again. So when something happens, you become self-pity, you seek for people's comfort, crave for people's love and attention, and take people's time. So self-pity attitude is in and of itself the cause of making you fall more unattractive and more miserable and more unhappy. There's only a negative side to self-pity, because it is making not only you or others into unhappiness. It also stops you from shining your Buddha nature within, and so you stop growing. Or imagine that you put yourself down. What would the people around you would want to say to you? Some, of course, might try to sympathize you, but many would be hard on you and criticize you all the more, and you would be even more deeply hurt. This often happens, and you may actually have experienced something similar. In The True Eightfold Path, this book, it goes, chapter 8, Right Will, it goes, if you always choose to surround yourself in self-pity and constantly feel sorry for yourself, you will never get out of it. In the spiral of self-pity, the person who feels so low cannot be happy, much less love others. You would be too preoccupied with yourself to have an interest in others. With a self-pitying attitude, you will come to face such an environment. You can experiment and obtain these results. Try to live in a self-deprecating way. At once, people will start to tease you a lot and make fun of you. It will just happen. Really, it is natural. Spontaneous reaction to your self-pity. You cannot blame others for the outcome. It is what happens when you have a tendency to embrace misery. It's written in this book. So I've done this experiment many times. To be accurate, I've experienced this, and it was an experiment, but I experienced it because I had the tendency of self-pity. I've shown how miserable state and trying to take attention and comfort from others. My friends at that time were say nice things, and also feel sorry for me and spoke nice words. But when I reflected myself, I got so embarrassed, and that's because I was telling about how miserable I was, and it would just lower your own value. So it's not cool. And it's only taking time and love from other people and not producing anything. It's just negative, bad, evil tendency, and it's poisonous. And I found a more scary part of this self-pity is that it's in the laws of the success. It goes, those with a tendency to self-pity unconsciously believe that the more they suffer and are hurt, the more love they will receive from others. The natural consequence of this is that they attract more and more serious failure to them. This is written in the laws of success. So it means that this deprives you from being successful and happy. So self-pity is poisonous. It's poison. People who tend to find this sort of mentality now, at this very moment, must determine yourself that you came here on earth to be happy, to add happiness to this world. So make up your mind to be happy. Every day, say to yourself, I want to be happy, and I'm happy. And the very reason why it is very important to decide to be happy is mentioned here again, the laws of success. It goes, happiness begins when making a decision to be happy. You will find happiness when you decide that happiness is what you want. Many people aren't aware of this. Many of us go through life unmindfully and making choices that make us unhappy. For example, do you tend to brag about how unhappy you are? When you stop to consider it, do you spend most of your time mulling over how miserable you are? Do you entract stories in your mind about unhappy endings in your life? If you do any of these things, you should consider going back to the starting point and deciding whether your desire is to be happy or not to be happy. This is the real question. If your decision is to be unhappy, then you need to take responsibility for this decision regardless of the miseries you will face in life. Because it is a choice you made yourself, you will need to hold yourself accountable and keep your discontent and dissatisfactions to yourself. Because talking about them can give others unpleasant feelings. If, on the contrary, your decision is to be happy, then you will need to firmly resolve to attain happiness. The strong determination you put into your decision will give you confidence and allow you to keep going. Okay. So, let's have confidence in our life. Let's decide to be happy. It is important to aim to go further today than yesterday, and further tomorrow than today. So self-pity distracts us from becoming attractive as well as becoming happy. Moreover, it's love that takes, which produces nothing. So let go of your self-pity attitude. So the conclusion is one. Decide that happiness is what you want. The sun will definitely rise again. Okay, so now let's recite happy science prayers together. Lord El Cantare, Master Ryuho Okawa, thank you very much for giving us your great light every day. We practice the principles of happiness, love, wisdom, self-reflection, and progress to make the world better with our brothers and sisters. With our gratitude, we will recite the true words spoken by Buddha, prayer to the Lord, and prayer to guardian and guiding spirits. The true words spoken by Buddha, Ryuho Okawa. There used to be the light in the great universe. The light is the energy of Buddha. People can live by this energy, and Buddha's energy has made human history. It will be supplied eternally. This eternal light comes from heaven and prevails on earth. This is the light of heaven. Through the prison of Buddha, there appear the 7 colors of rainbow, arching over in the sky. Here, you can see Buddha's mercy. Yellow is the color of teaching. White is the color of saving. Red is the color of justice. Purple is the color of obedience. Blue is the color of thinking. Green is the color of harmony. Silver is the color of progress. These 7 colors help each other, and there appears Buddha land. Buddha land is shining brightly because of gathering of bodhisattvas. This is the land of love or the land of mercy. This is the land of wisdom or the land of teaching. Especially, this is the land of souls, rest in peace. Real souls are the children of Buddha. The children of Buddha became real human beings. Real human beings have spirituality. The spirits are immortal powers. The spirits are immortal forces. The spirits are real entities. The physical bodies are the shadows of the spirits. It means you are the boat sailing down the great river. The great river is the symbol of the course of lives. Each of you sails down as a small boat, so you need a boatman. If it were not for your own boatman, you surely go aground. This boatman really means your mind. If your mind makes a mistake, the boat breaks into pieces by a large rock, and you also need a bamboo pole. This pole is the meaning of the true words. When you go down a rapid stream, you need to punt in a stream. Then you can change your course. The true words means the teaching of Buddha. Buddha enlightened and spoke the true words, and Buddha's teaching became a gold mine. This gold mine suggests various teachings. These are another expression of Buddha's truth. It brightens up your days. Or, to put it another way, the fruits of Buddha's mercy. All of you, now, here, listen to me. Never lose your way, now and forever. The guiding hand has already waved. Please follow this white hand, and go straightly on and on. Your lives are not limited to this world only. They have 3 aspects: the past, the present, the future. Your past have already gone by, yet still, your mistakes will be kept in your minds. That is the reason why you should understand other people, and you yourself should reflect on what you have done. You and others are not different. On the contrary, Both are children of Buddha and brothers and sisters. Now then, love each other. Let us bring up each other, and it's time to forgive each other. This is the eternal law, which penetrates the present and the future. Yes, indeed, the light of the dark night. The dark night of this world is hell. It is also the same in another world. Since we came down to this world, the sun of the truth is scheduled to rise. Now we are watching rising sun. It will shed light to the future, to invite sad people to the Buddha land. Now, here, I command, there shall not be conflict in this world. There shall not be distrust in this world. There shall not be crime in this world. There shall not be evil spirit in this world. There shall not be the devil in the next world. Only the ideal world, utopia, shall be realized. All of the people love each other, live harmoniously, believe in one another. That world is utopia. All of us could be the light of bodhisattvas. Believe in that the light has reality. Believe in that love has reality. Believe in that the truth has reality. These are the facts that should be conveyed. We, the light of bodhisattvas, get together, work together, to keep right mind, and live in tune with Buddha's words. Here, we vow to do so. Prayer to the Lord. Our Lord Alcantar, you are the source of all light, all power, all wisdom, and all love. May you give us light, give us power, give us wisdom, and give us love. O Lord, our Father, please protect this planet of love, Earth. Protect us from all evil, and open a future for us. O Lord, thank you for giving us light. We give thanks from the bottom of our hearts. Prayer to Guardian and Guiding Spirits. My guardian and guiding spirits, deep inside of me, you are the fountain of life, the light of hope, the source of wisdom, and a shield of courage. Every day, may you help me develop my soul and refine my mind. Every day, may you give me inspiration and show me the right path to follow. Please protect me from all evil and guide me in living a better life. For this I give my thanks. Thank you for joining. Have a wonderful day.